Okay, so all I'm going to do now is just siphon the coolant that's in the reservoir out using this turkey baster into this 5 litre container. Just get all of that out, that way there's a lot less spillage when you disconnect the hoses. Okay, so now what I'm doing is just putting in this coolant system flush liquid. It comes from Liquid Moly. It's not cheap, but it's really, really good stuff. And what this will do is it will mix with all of the coolant that's already in the system. It'll go through all the pipes and it will tend to attract all of the debris, all of the detritus and the deposits that you get around a cooling system, and kind of try and coalesce it into the actual liquid so that it floats around as small particles in liquid rather than being stuck to the edges of rubber hose walls, etc. Okay, so to get to the radiator to drain the coolant out, we're going to have to remove this stone chip tray. You're going to need a T25 bit or T25 key. Bear in mind the engine's going to be hot, so do be careful. Also bear in mind those are very sharp. Get them in a wheel, they'll cause a puncture, so be careful where you put them. So, off it comes. So to drain the coolant out, what we want to do is just get a tray underneath here, and then we're just going to rotate that, and that will release all the coolant out. Okay, so you're obviously going to want to remove the lid off your coolant vessel reservoir first, so that there's no holding pressure here, and then just undo that little tap there. To be honest, you can do it with your fingers. Just protect your face, be careful of that. You can see it's as simple as that. Same it up, will take a little while to drain. Okay, so you can see that most of the coolant's pretty much drained out there now. So we'll just go ahead and turn that back in. Literally use your fingers, don't need any tools. You can see it stopped draining out now. Just put a rag over it, dry it up. We'll get this emptied into a bottle and then we'll get it refilled. Now that the coolant's all drained out the engine, we can now remove the coolant reservoir. Start with the electrical connector here, just literally press on the back of it there. It's nice and simple, and then pull it out. Nice and straightforward. Get yourself a small pair of pump pliers on the clip here. Put it off. There it goes. And then it should hopefully come off. If it doesn't, you might need to get a screwdriver, flat bladed screwdriver on the front here, just to encourage it off a bit. And if you pull at the same time, generally that works. So there you go. So now the electrical connector's off and that pipe's off, we need to remove this pipe, which is the lower pipe. Again, a similar idea. Get it right off, not just a bit. And then, oh, that one's actually pretty loose, that's fine. Pull that right off, that's so. So now all the pipes are off, I just need to remove all of these bits and pieces. Now just under here, there's just a little clip here. If you press your finger just there on that little clip there, you can just release that and then pull it up. That's how that comes off. You then need to pull this wiring loom up off of here. Literally just pulls straight off. It's just compression fittings from these plastic lugs that sit on there. Then you're going to want a 10mm deep socket to get onto these little nuts here. So loose, doesn't need a ratchet. And you can pull those off. In fact, that's come straight off like so. Same again here. So nice and simple. Now that was it. So yeah, just put it straight up from there, and obviously get yourself a towel to catch any stray coolant. Okay, so like I said, we're replacing this with a genuine VAG, not an aftermarket coolant reservoir. Just literally push it down, make sure the holes for the screw threads are lined up there. Clip those on. Electrical clip that goes back on, and this thing can now just push straight on, like so, and then this bottom hose goes straight on as well, as far as it'll go. Okay, so that will stop the alarm because we've now got a new coolant tank with a new level sensor in place. However, as I say, if you use an aftermarket one of these, you'll probably find it doesn't last, so that's why I'm using a genuine VAG Skoda part. Yeah, that's on, that's much better. So now that's on, we can refill the engine with coolant, and it is self-bleeding, so really all you need to do is fill it up, run the engine for a while, and it will tend to empty the air pockets itself. And then once it looks like it's full, put the lid on. Make sure you carry a bit of coolant with you, because you will want to keep checking that for the first sort of couple of 100 miles, because it may just dip down a little bit as one or two difficult air pockets come out the system. You can then go ahead and put the stone chip guard back on. Just make sure the clips line up with their slots there. Make sure the screw holes are roughly aligned. You're going to want to tighten the screws up loose to start with, and maybe even just finger tight, because you'll find that it moves quite a bit. You generally find the last screw a nightmare to fit if you do them all up tight to start with. And that's it. Hope that helps. Do please leave a comment below if you've got any questions or any constructive feedback. Constructive feedback respectfully delivered is a gift. I truly believe that, and I'm very, very grateful for all of your comments. Also, please consider subscribing. I will be sure to upload more videos, and be sure to press the bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching. Take care.